morning, West Fargo, and welcome to the January 25th edition of the Packer News. I'm Bailey Hurley.
And I'm Mark Staples. Here are today's announcements. Paperwork for second semester dual credit classes needs to be turned in. Students are required to complete new paperwork for each semester. See Mrs. Walls in the counseling office for questions.
Fuel Up to Play 60 will be having an activity during all three lunches on Wednesday, January 30th. There's a prom committee meeting about the theme and committees Tuesday, January 29th at 8:15 a.m. or 3:40 p.m. in room 105G. Let Mrs. Breen or Mrs. Butenhoff know if you cannot attend. Any students interested in participating in the AMC math contest on February 5th, please see Mrs. Backlund to sign up. All grade levels are eligible and participants will miss periods 3 and 4 that day.
Any seniors who haven't turned in a senior photo need to submit one by next Friday with a $25 late fee. Any photos or fees submitted after that day will not be included in the yearbook.
Creativity lurks in all corners of the high school. Some students have even taken their creative music talents to the next level. Here's Packer correspondent Alex Marinucci with the story.
In a room dedicated entirely to music in the basement of senior Rocky Principe's home, Rocky and senior Austin Peckels have been collaborating to make their own rap music.
We didn't ever really think about making like a mixtape or making like some sort of album or anything. We were just like, I kind of want to rap and you DJ, so let's just start making stuff. And it got to a point where it just progressed and got better, and we were like, maybe we should make something, and people started to show an interest in it and wanted to hear it, just some of my friends and stuff, and we're like, you know what, maybe we should try this. And now that we've made some songs and everything, it sounds like it's coming together. But yeah, this mixtape will basically be kind of like just a display of our skill, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We just kind of want to get it out there, the first one, just to show people what we can do.
Principe and Peckels started out making music about 2 years ago, but decided to start out fresh and make a new mixtape of all new music early this school year.
We both just kind of wanted to try stuff out. I don't think he had done a lot of recording with anybody, and I hadn't ever recorded. I'd always written raps, but I never tried rapping like in a studio or a little setup. So yeah, so this is new for both of us, but I think we're adjusting pretty well to it.
It's a super creative process because I mean, this stuff isn't really I guess meant for recording. This stuff is meant for, you know, being on the job, mobile DJing, catering to a party and stuff. So it's gotta be kind of tricky on how you record, and I've kind of just picked up on some things on how to make it sound better. So
Peckels says that their style is different than most rap artists and that they have a lot of variety in vocals with tracks that they feature other singers in.
It can be vulgar at times. I don't know. It's honestly like, I don't know how to describe our style. It really is it's a different thing than I've ever heard used. It takes a lot of influence from a lot of different things. Like, even in my voice you can hear different rappers and different flows coming up. And in Rocky's style, you can hear old school influences, and then you hear, you know, if we do like an indie song sample or anything, you can just tell like that we have a different sphere of influence, and it all comes together. And it really is not about like a cookie cutter like formula at all. It's really like free reign. Well, let's just do this. Like, an idea pops out, and it usually works out, and I think that's the best way to go about it.
Principe and Peckels are now in the final stages of their mixtape. They're going to release hard copies of their music first and then put it out on SoundCloud and YouTube within a few weeks. For Packer News, I'm Alex Marinucci.
Additional help is needed behind the scenes for this year's musical Crazy for You. If you're interested in assisting with hair, makeup, sounds, lights, or working on the backstage shift crew, please stop in and see Mr. Pankow in room 152C this week. No prior experience is necessary. FCA will have a dodgeball tournament on Monday, January 28th at 7 p.m. Dodgeball this time will be at the Triumph West on 36th Avenue and Cheyenne Street, east of Eagle Run, and it's open for anybody.
The Jazz Ensemble is at the University of Mary Jazz Festival today. West Fargo girls basketball JV varsity players will be dismissed at 2:15 p.m. today for our games at Davies High School. The library will once again be open until 4:45.
Envirothon meets Wednesday after school in room 210J and could use a couple more people to join. Students who like the outdoors, wildlife, and missing class in the spring should join. This Wednesday is the last day to join. See Mrs. Fornes in room 210J for more information. Congratulations to Marissa Pasella. You are the Packer Friday winner for the week. Teachers, if Marissa is in your class and wearing Packer gear, send her to Mrs. Ott's office in room 115E to pick up her Barnes & Noble gift card after the broadcast.
The Packers boys basketball team enters the midway point of the season with a common goal: to continually improve. With the final installment of Winter Sports Stories, here's Packer correspondent Jasmine Quiros with the story.
The 2013 boys basketball season is underway, and with a standing of 6 wins and 4 losses, striving for a better year.
In the middle of the pack in the league right now, and hoping a couple big games this week, hoping to move up if we can.
Overall, the season's we're going all right, but we still have a ton of stuff to work on.
After losing their second game in last year's state tournament, the returning players and their coach know exactly what improvements need to be made.
It starts in practice. It's all about practice. It's the only place where you can make mistakes and it doesn't cost you. So all we have to do is just learn from our mistakes and then keep moving on.
Just being mentally focused on what you need to do. The physical part, I guess, can take care of, but mentally you just got to pay attention and be zoned in on what your job is and then do your job each night.
In fact, this year's players possess all the right attributes to reach the team's full potential.
Well, I think this team has the potential to do some pretty good things. Now, I use the word potential, that means we're not there yet. And we have a ways to go and we got a lot of work to do, but I like their attitude. The guys are listening and they're throwing their whole heart in there, and their effort has been excellent. So if we continue those things, we can keep making great improvements.
Well, right now, we've got some really great individuals, but right now we're not really a team. I mean, we're a family right now, but we need to work on playing together as a team.
Teamwork seems to be a big factor for this season. Along with this, leadership is expected from everyone.
Talent only goes so far. It's the best. You don't put the best 5 players on the court. You put the best team on the court.
We don't single out any 1, 2, 3 people to be the leader. We expect everyone to lead and not look for someone else to do it.
With half of their season left, the 2013 boys basketball team has an abundant amount of determination to come out on top.
But for me, it's fun to go to practice every day, and I see the effort there. Yeah, we make mistakes, and we got a lot of room to improve, but just walking in the gym every day and seeing these guys excites me and gets me fired up to try to be the best coach I can for these guys. It's a great group of guys to work with, and I'm enjoying it.
Season's only halfway done. We got a lot of time left, a lot of practices. I have no doubt we can make the state tournament and make a good run there.
For Packer News, this is Jasmine Quiros reporting.
And that's it for today's announcements. I'm Bailey Hurley.
And I'm Mark Staples. Have a good weekend, West Fargo. This broadcast is brought to you by Western State Bank, your hometown bank.